Hello, everybody. Aho! Here we are, day 4 of this 5-day challenge. 5 days and 5 ways to increase your sales right now. And what this is just as important or more important than maybe than all the other days. We're talking about fun. How can you create more sales by having more fun? For me, the joyful path is the path to everything we're looking for ultimately in our business, I feel, because there's so many. Of course, love is that like center place within our being, and the stillness is part of that center, but the sense of direction you want to go to is one that feels joyful, fun, creative, playful. And that's the path that I'm here to support you with. Some of the tips I'm going to give today, again, are pretty. Some of them are going to be pretty general or not like a mystery, pretty basic. But some of it is pretty cool, like things that I have talked about before around this sort of thing, around having fun. But I'm going to bring it back in again today because, you may not be doing it yet. You may not be having the kind of fun you could be having. And we can all use the reminder to have more fun. Today, I believe perhaps I was talking about doing them at other days, but today I really am going to do I'll give you some channeled messages and some energy scan fun, whatever level of it I can do today, because I do only have so much time today for this. So, and I've been promising to keep us shorter, and yesterday I went a little longer than I anticipated. So fun, because I'm having so much fun. So fun is for everyone, and my motto with fun is number one. When I am focused on fun and joy, and I'm coming from that center place in my being, I always say subtract everything out. Come back to center, no matter what's going on in your life. If something very fearful is going on for your finances, your money, your business, or your life, or whatever it is, or you're just confused, just zero everything out. Come back to center. Even when you think you can't, take time off, take time away to get yourself centered. Like yesterday, I had time off to get a massage, and within that was a meditative process, and it was huge. It was huge for my joy. It's huge for my clarity. It's huge for so many things. So we want to have fun by nurturing ourselves, taking care of ourselves as a foundation of having more fun, by allowing yourself to say, yes, I'm going to be nurturing myself at a whole nother level moving forward. And really, upping that self-care through the roof. I mean, I've got it what some people, not everybody, but would consider almost an insane level of self-care practice. And I feel like I could just up it really much more. So, but yeah, I spent all this time in the morning with walks and meditation, and I don't know, the whole list of things. So what are the things that help you to feel good? I take often, not every single day, but I can take up to 2 hours for lunch just to meditate and to take my time preparing a meal and eating. And, there's some of the most highly successful people in the world. They utilize these same principles. Believe it or not, some of them do, that are more enlightened, they take all this time preparing and cooking and doing all these things as part of their life, and they're very, you would think they'd be very busy people with what kind of things they do, and yet they nurture themselves. So whatever it is that nurtures yourself in your life is going to bring you more fun and joy and fulfillment. So if it's really joyful and fulfilling for you to take an extra hour or so for lunch or dinner or whatever, or both, or whatever it is, or for breakfast, or however you do things, that's what you want to be doing. What are the things that just give you an exquisite amount of sense I'm taking care of myself? And when you go into your business, are you approaching it the same way? Are you approaching it with, do I feel like I'm taking care of me? Am I taking care of me? Not because I think I have to do something to make money, or, as long as they'll pay me or whatever, all those ideas, but like, do I really feel like I'm taking care of me in the process? And if you feel like you really are, and however that translates for you, then you're in the right space, and everything else that you truly want will flow from that place. So that's the thing with having fun. Everything is meant to feel like love. ultimately. You can have challenges like, oh my God, this doesn't feel like love. When you listen in to it, you'll understand what it's trying to show you. I mean, I recently had a conversation with somebody and I was like, wow, this is an interesting conversation, but it reminded me of some things and it pointed to some things that wanted to happen for me in my life and business. And so I'm grateful that person came in my life. And now I can release them. I don't have to hang on to them. I know what that was all about, what message they were to bring me. We don't need to hang on to people in our lives. Once we've got the message, once we've got the lesson, we're not meant to keep hanging around with people all the time. So that's a lot funner too. Let go of the things that no longer serve you. So to get rid of the things that drag your vibration down and are soul-sucking or fun-sucking, we're just a lot of times we're afraid to let go of certain things in our life and our business. So what I want you to do as part of this challenge is identify, first of all, do everything from a place of, is this taking care of me? First and foremost, in your business and in your life. Even when you're helping others, am I taking care of me while I'm doing it? I really feel, that the more we can stay fully committed to that every aspect of our life, everything flows better for everyone and everything. So make that commitment today to do your best with that. And then just start taking out all the things that are unlike that. And, specifically too, even look at the vibration of fun and joy. Look at your, specifically, again, throughout your life, but specifically too in your business. Are you like, geez, I guess I'll have to do this activity again because it's the thing I'm supposed to be doing, building this back end of my business or making these marketing calls or whatever it is, then, if you're feeling like really heavy about it, either you need to change the way you're doing the same activity, or you need to find a way to let go of it and do some, do something else to produce the results, or find someone else to do it, to delegate it. So you can delegate, get rid of it, or change it, basically. Or if you could do something else to get more leads, let's say more leads, more clients, whatever, then what are those new things that align with joy and bliss? Okay, we're going to get more into deep dive on that in a moment, a little deep dive. We'll get more on that in a moment. So what are those things? So, for example, I got burned out. Maybe I'll come back and I'll want to do it this way again at some point. But I got burned out on sending emails out by, writing them out on my computer. So what I decided is, hey, I always love to talk to my tribe. So I decided I would record them on my phone, just do an audio clip for the email, speak it all out. I send it to my assistant. She translates it all. She sends it to me in written form. And then I can edit it if I want to. If I want to change it, I can. If I don't want to, I don't need to. So I send it to her and then we work on it from there. And my joy went through the roof. The sense of, wow, I have to do these, you're supposed to email your lists and, or we need to for these reasons or whatever. It goes from that to, I get to create these things and bring my channeled messages in there and everything. I'm just channeling it. And for me, the more I feel like, to a large degree, the more I feel like I'm just channeling my life, the more fun I'm having. So the more I feel like I just channeled that email. That was so fun. The better off I am. I channel like marketing copy and everything for others. People that have successful businesses even utilize sessions with me to download like how to strike the right chord with their audience, because I'm just a channel, and it's fun for me to do that, to be of that kind of service to people and to do healing and all the rest. So but that's the thing, I love channeling. It's my love. So get all the soul sucking, joy sucking things out of your business. Including, like, I'll give you some different areas, like how you're doing your marketing, who you think your tribe is. Like, are they your tribe if they're Do you feel like, man, I feel like I'm on top of the world when I'm working with my tribe? Like, do you feel really amazing working with, or it's like, yeah, we're doing some good work together. Boy, they really kind of drag my energy down. Then they're no longer, they're no longer a tribe. Maybe they were at some point. So do you need to change your tribe or up level your tribe if it's not so joyful anymore? Because if you're not having fun, then chances of things flowing are going to go down. Like I've seen it many times, where people get started coaching and healing. They'll make a bunch of money at first. I've even heard of stories of people making 100,000 in a couple of months, and then they hit a wall and like they can't manifest clients anymore. Like I've heard this story a number of times from people. Well, why is that? Because they were so into it, they were so joyful at first, and then like, wow, this is turning into a job. I'll rinse and repeat. That sounds boring to me. Well, wait a minute. These tactics worked before. Why aren't they working now? Because you're not having any fun. So it's time to switch off of the tactic. Tactics meaning the specifics to, within the strategy meaning I want to get more consults or whatever. And the tactic we use is to do whatever you do to create that, more social media posts or whatever it may be. So you need to switch it up. And you need to find your alignment, what feels joyful, what feels fun, what feels most expanded for me, and then focus there. So look at those things, like how you're doing your marketing, who you're talking to, how you're doing your services. What are the most joyful services you can provide? Again, people don't pay me the big bucks, pay me a significant amount of money. I'll have them do exercises on this. Come up with your bliss list for your marketing, your bliss list for client delivery, your bliss list for, things like that. Sales, maybe your sales process even, whatever it is. Bliss list, like your top things. Just write everything down, then grade it. Like, what are the top things I really love doing? And then just start focusing more there and let go of the rest. You don't need the rest. Hi, Denise. Good to see you here, and whoever else is here. So, yeah, you will always thrive. You will always ultimately find the way to prosper. Something might be fun and may not make a bunch of, it may do big impact. It may not make money right away. But I promise you, if it's really something you're into, eventually you will find the way for it to be profitable and successful financially, as long as you continue to focus. How can this be better? Usually it's that we're afraid to do something, right? Oh, I probably should charge, X for this, but I'm really afraid about that, and that would make this successful, and I'm not feeling bold enough to do that. Well, that's exactly what you need to do, but I just can't. I keep telling myself to do it, but I'm not doing it. That would be a good reason to get support, from someone like myself, for example. Like, get help. Have someone help you to move through that on an energetic level so that you could actually, see those increases. So, again, I'm going to put the link in here for you guys. Right now, because I'm launching the energy scan training, I am taking people in to talk with you. You don't have to be interested in energy scan training. You might just want to up level your vibration in your business and to soar and thrive with your world changing, light leading business. That's great. I'm happy to tune in with you, do some intuitive tuning in with you, and see what is the strategy that's going to increase the joy and vibrancy, align you with the cash as well. So I put that link in there already. So we've got that taken care of for today. Go ahead, sign up if you haven't done one of those with me before and you're interested in getting some support, or you want to learn how to do energy scan, which I'm going to do in a moment. Feel free to take advantage of that. Another way of really optimizing things too, I feel like it's bliss. Like, you could just keep it at that. Like, do your bliss lists and just focus there. Sometimes it can be interesting to think about, like, what are the things I've done in the past that have generated the most revenue or the most impact or the most money, ultimately created everything, created fun, joy, money, like everything was optimized. And you have to be really honest with yourself, because I know myself, sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, that was really good. And then like, there's like 20% of it that I didn't like though. And it's like, okay, how can you change it then? Maybe you do something similar, but then you innovate it, right? So look at the things that have made you the most money, and I bet you'll find a correlation between the joy that you feel in your coaching, again, in the thing you want to do, your purpose-filled business, all right? Purposeful business, your sacred purpose. Now if you say, well, my corporate career, I made more, whatever, that's different, okay? I mean, I'm talking about right now in your business, in your blissness, where have you been seeing the most results financially? That's a lean in place. And for me, it's kind of crazy, because sometimes I've made the most money by doing what, this is a universal truth, I think, to some degree. Like, I've often made the most money doing the things that are the funnest and the easiest things in the world, like the easiest things. So, many times anyway. So look at that, and then you can correlate the lists and see where the overlaps are with where your pure bliss is and where you've made money in the past. And the top places you've made money in the past, just look at your records and then correlate that with your bliss list, and you'll find the synergy. So the assignment for today, before I open up for energy scanning or messages for a few minutes, is first make sure everything feels like you're taking care of yourself. We're making a commitment to that today. So starting today, what do I want to do that will help me to feel like I'm taking care of myself every single day, throughout the day? And then what are the things where I'm doing things that I think I have to do, and it feels almost like life or death, I have to do that, or it'd be the end of the world. Well, those are probably the things that you either need to back off of or maybe even eliminate, because honestly, nothing is do or die. That's why I say subtract out everything. No more fear. No, don't let fear run the show any longer, and you'll start thriving. The next thing is really the elimination of anything that is less than fully taking care of yourself and fully joyful. So identify those things. So first, just identify them and start taking them out right away. And then the last thing is the bliss list. Come up with a bliss list for your, maybe for, whatever ones you want to do, but do one maybe for your life, do one for your marketing, and then one for how you like to help people, like what would be the funnest way to help people. And then identify maybe your top like 5 or something like that in each list. Top 5 is usually what I recommend. So your top 5, like just tune into it. What seemed to be the top 5, and that'll be, like I usually compare the items. Is this one more vibrant than that one? I go through the whole list and keep going through it until I come up with my top 5. Sometimes it's hard. Some people have a hard time going through that process, but if you're intuitive, just trust your intuition and go with the one that feels more vibrant. Okay, so there you go. I always have like three-ish things, sometimes more. Oh, and for bonus, if you want to look at, I definitely highly recommend you looking at what are the things that have made you the most money in the past, and correlate that with your bliss list. Like, oh wow, look at that. Like, we totally want to double down on those things then. Like, it all works right there. So, okay, so I'm grateful to share with you again. Because I'm just talking, I just put in the link. I'll label it later, but like put in a link for you to grab time with me so we can tune in and see what's going on. What is it that would bring you more joy? Maybe if you want some more support in identifying that and deepening that, or if you want to learn about my energy scan training in the middle of I'm still in the launch of that. That's going to get started really, really soon. So make sure you reach out to me for that right away, and look forward to being with you. Okay, great. Let's see. So from there, there's only, I know we don't have a lot of people live today, but if there's anybody that wants an energy scan, go ahead and put that in there. Otherwise, what I'll do is I'll just start doing a channeled message to kind of round things off today. So I'll just wait a second to see if someone says energy scan, please, or something like that. We'll give it a moment, and then we're going to go forward. Okay, Lisa's here. All right, great. So, Lisa, let's do a little bit of scanning for you today then. Okay, around having more fun, joy, and sales. Let me see what comes through. I get this dancing with the angels energy. Let's dance with the angels, okay? So I see you kind of dancing around, in your home or outside too, but like around your environment, and you're tuning into the angels. Like there's an angel, like getting into the joy with movement and dance. It doesn't have to be a fancy dance, just having fun and just tuning into your angels and your guides, and just like they're telling you where to go with things. Like boom, boom, like you're just getting this feeling like, oh, that's true, this is true, that's true. I feel like, we could all do this. Actually, I feel like this would be a fun thing for all of us to be getting involved with. This might be specific to you for sure, but like I feel like a lot of people would gain benefit from this. I've done those before, where people are facilitating something like that, and something similar to that, and they really can be helpful. So I'm getting that first of all, and then maybe doing some kind of gathering. I like see like teacups out and stuff like that. Maybe talking to people about holistic health is the words coming to me. What that really means, what's that mean to each person, how do they want to experience more wellness in their life. They can start making commitments and plans to be more well, and what do they feel create that for them. And maybe there's brainstorming and there's you tuning in. This could be something for a small charge, it feels like. Yeah, okay, small charge. And maybe you're sharing, I don't know if you have I forget if you got products or not, I think you do, but you might have products that you just mention or bring up around this topic. And if you're bold enough, you can bring them into the angel dance too. Here's wholeness and wellness. Woo! That'd be fun. So you want to, Lisa, one of the areas you'll have way more success in part is getting out of the box, the way things have been done in the past. Like everybody, just keeps thinking, oh, there's these ways, to do things. You do your discovery sessions, you do one of these, you do one of those, and like, it's so boring for some of us. And then, wow, what if I made it creative? What if I get out of the box? I do it exactly the way it feels well for me. Now what's possible? I also see the possibility of like a meditation ascension circle or something. So maybe for people that really want to go deeper, you have that option for them. But yeah, I do feel like you have people coming to you physically still. It feels funner. Okay. Okay, yes and a no on online stuff, so we could explore that more further at some point. Yeah, I get a mixed vibration on that. That probably depends on how you're doing it. Okay. So there you go, easy peasy, hopefully something's resonating that I'm sharing, Lisa, and if not, don't worry about it, but I'm just have fun sharing what comes through. I always find there's something true about what's coming to me, and yeah, either it's exact or something in there will probably resonate. If it doesn't, then usually what I find when I come up with these downloads, it's like, it might be a little, you need to do a little different than maybe the way you described it, or there's just resistance. I've had people, like I keep telling them, you need to start speaking, you need to get in front of people, and then they're like, that's the last thing I want to do. I have no joy with doing that. And then only to find out after a long time of them resisting it, after they stop working with me, even like, oh, like people that know them, they're like, oh yeah, they're out speaking, they're doing all this speaking now. And like, I was, so it takes time sometimes for people to realize what I'm saying is correct sometimes too. So Anyway, okay, well, I'm grateful to share with you all, and look forward to being with you tomorrow. Today was fun. Tomorrow's intuition, so we'll get into maximizing your intuitive capacity. How can you do that? Energy scanning is part of that, by the way. Learning energy scanning. You want to be able to tune in like I am today, and tune in the chakras as well, and you want to tune into the all the lineages that you've emanated from, or I don't know, you like any creative fun past lives, you name it. Like, you can tune into anything. You just need some support maybe in learning how to do all this stuff, having fun with it, and utilizing it in your practice to bring more impact and to generate more sales. Because people, like, I just had someone reach out to me about my podcasts, and they had seen I was doing energy scans, and they're like, I want to do some energy. I want to learn. Not learn energy scan. I want to get an energy scan. Hey, I want energy. Like, it's something people really get into. So okay. Hi, Diana. Nice to see you here today. All right, everyone. It's been I feel so blessed to be with you today. Again, tomorrow we talk about intuition, 9:30 a.m. Central for tomorrow. Get on it with the fun and joy, everything I was sharing today, and I look forward to being with you tomorrow. Okay, lots of love. Goodbye for now.